So tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you've created for everyone.
Well, I'm the creator and inventor of a revolutionary piece of fitness equipment called the Core Pump Machine, and we're getting to a nice little point where it's really starting to take off. So that's why I was a little late on the show here.
That's okay, then that's awesome. But the only problem is that we're having a lot of feedback on you on that end. If there's something where you can go where we don't have that would be great. It's just an echo in there.
Is that better?
That's much better. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the core. Are you going to do the core pump today or the other one?
Core pump.
Go ahead.
So the Core Pump Machine, the website's corepump.com.
Mm-hmm.
This is a piece of equipment that uses what they call smart resistance. It takes the gravity out of the repetition so that you don't have any soreness, and the machine looks very much like a bike handle on top of a hydraulic pump with an adjustable footstep.
It's awesome. We've been on the website here. We've had people looking at it too. How much will it change? You talked a little bit about for the golfer, right?
Yeah.
How much will it change their game?
So last time I was on your show, I had Mike Biondo. He's a professional golfer on there, and it's really been one of those things where he was in a tournament last week, and his caddy was confused. He was like, "Dude, are you doing steroids or what's going on?" He goes, "You're hitting the ball with such speed and ease, speed with ease that he's basically dropping 2 clubs. So, and what he would normally hit at one one yardage point, he would actually go down a few clubs because his club head speed's is just going amazing now."
That's amazing. Now, he was here, and you also had somebody else here with you that he was just talking a little bit about how he helps the people on there. Let's talk about the experience that they have when they come in and you've had people try it and what happens.
Sure. Well, right now in my wellness center, I'm carving out about a 400 square foot room that I built a nice stage that actually lights up, and I have placement for about 10 of my Core Pump machines. So it's going to be it's going to be a smaller group class type setting where people can come in, and the classes are going to be 30 minutes long. And you're going to have an instructor with some good music going on, and they're going to be queuing people up for the exercises. And so that's really kind of where your experience will start to come in. We're creating more kind of like a group training atmosphere here, just so people can get experienced on the Core Pump machine.
Tell them where you're located.
I am just off of Shea and the 101, west of the PGA Golf Store. Now,
can they get there? What are your hours?
We're open Monday through Saturday, and we're basically 8 a.m. to about 6 p.m.
Well, how fast will they see a difference in their game?
From one session to the next, you'll see a difference.
Wow.
Mike was saying that we really need to bring this thing to like a driving range or to the PGA Golf Store and let someone do a 7-minute workout and then go hit the ball again and just see the difference it makes by strengthening your core just a little bit.
Now, all the information is on your website, which is corepump.com. That's the one to go with. And you can also do a consultation with them. You'll do something, talk to them a little bit. Their phone number directly is 480-625-3100. But are you going to do a giveaway today? The last time you've done a couple of them.
Yeah, let's. What I would like to give away is this one will have more bang for the buck. It'll be a whole lipo circuit series where it's 6 lipo circuit sessions. And what a lipo circuit is you'll get to use lipo lasers like they use in the med spa. You'll get a 30-minute training experience with a core pump coach. Then you'll do whole body vibration followed by far infrared sauna. So it's a 2,000-calorie circuit, and I'll give away 6 of those, and the value for those 6 is about $515.
Wow. So it's a $515 value free to you. This is awesome. This is what you came in the first time and talked about. That was just really incredible too. It's a lipo circuit. You're getting 6 of them, and it is a $515 value free to you. Our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. Now, let's talk a little bit about, do they intertwine with one another? If somebody's working on that, do they end up going on the other two?
Yeah, so the core pump, that was one piece of my original lipo circuit, but the core pump machine, it's really been taken off. In fact, today I have a pretty large company that I can't say their name until we sign a deal, that they want to take this internationally to New Zealand and Australia and that type of thing.
How exciting for you!
Yeah, things are coming out of the woodwork now. So.
Sam, I want to talk to them. Tell them kind of why you came up with the concept, and then how from the lipo circuit that you created, and then how it evolved into the core pump too.
Definitely. So I came up with the idea of core pump before the lipo circuit. The core pump, it was really just a mistake. I showed up to a fitness boot camp that I was training one day about 15 minutes late, and I had a bunch of boot campers, pretty anxious to start working out and not really happy that I showed up late. It was like a 6:30 a.m. class. And so I had them run 3 laps around the park, and while they were running, I had to pump up a series of stability balls as fast as I could. And by the time I got to the last ball, I was out of breath. All my muscles felt like they were trained, and I felt my core on the push and the pull. That's really what sparked the idea of the core pump machine itself. And then lipo circuit has really just been a pretty creative way to drop weight using a lot of pieces of body transformation, weight loss modalities just that I've experienced through the 20 years that I've been a trainer. And then I just found a nice little synergistic blend to put it all together into one circuit so that the person can transition from one station to the next really effortlessly and for the most part painless.
And it's phenomenal, and what it's done for so many different people. Now, we've got everybody getting entered in to win 6 of these lipo circuit. They're the sessions that he has. It's a $15 value, free to you. And our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. We're going to go to a break, and when we come back, I want to talk further about this. You are incredible. You look incredible. You've helped so many people out there, and you really have tried to make it easy for everybody to shape it and shake it and all that stuff. It's fabulous. Give him a call. You can call him for a consultation. The number is 480-625-3100.
If I traded it all.
Well, guys, it has been a crazy show today. It's been, I don't know, what's something in the air. I have with me Sam Colby, and he is the owner and the creator, the founder of, well, we've been talking a little bit about the core pump and also the lipo circuit that he created. We also have Roland out there that's called in that said he wanted to call back in and talk to us a little bit about his experience on the core pump. So, Roland, if you're out there, you can call back at 602-277-5369. So, Sam, go ahead.
You know what? That's interesting that you talked about Roland. So Roland, he just did his 60-day swing speed test. He started the core pump machine. He only worked out 30 minutes 3 times a week. He started it out at 106 miles per hour, and after 60 days, it's at 115 miles per hour, which he was saying that the guys were just blown away by his progress, and I didn't know it until I saw it. He's actually a phenomenal golfer. I mean, I thought he was just kind of like all of us that just kind of make our way down the course. No, he gets there and makes tons of birdies, and he's actually way more impressive on the golf course than he leads on to be.
Now, Sam, I want you to give everybody sort of the experience of what it is when you get on this and how it actually works the core and that why the core helps with your swing, which
Sure.
I would think is that's your arm. But anyway, go ahead.
Well, and that's a very good point. In any sport, and we just so happen to use golf as a sport that we were really going to just kind of zero in on. But everything that your body does, even from turning your head from side to side, it originates from the core muscle groups. If you do things outside of the core, it's more likely that you're going to A, injure yourself, but B, you're not going to be as strong. So if you can think of a boxer, for example, that just swings with his shoulder versus a boxer that spins his core to hit, the difference is amazing. The person that uses the shoulder, they wear out quicker, and the person that uses the core, they're much stronger and they can actually, go the distance. But kind of the experience that you had, it's hard to explain it. It's
Well, we've got
easier when
Roland on the line, and I know Roland can explain it because he's good at that. We've also got everyone. We've also got everyone that's getting entered in to win 6 of his lipo circuit sessions. That's a $515 value, free to you. They're awesome. 602-277-5369 and toll free. It's 1-866-536-1100. Call in and get entered in to win that. Go ahead, Roland. Hi.
Well, how you doing, Carol? I'm so glad you took my call.
Absolutely.
It's so wonderful to be on the show with you. And Sam, it's good to hear your voice on the show, man. I just walked out of an appointment. I turned on the radio, and I've always got it at 1100 a.m.
Thanks a lot. And he's been on my show.
And I hear this call in, and I'm like, what? And but I got to tell you, because you're asking these questions, and I am a walking, living, real-life experience. I'm not a pro golfer. I'm an everyday, I have a business. I've got 2 kids. I've got a family life. I try to maybe get out once or twice a month. But when I do, I find myself frustrated, like many amateur golfers, that you're just, it's the same frustrations out there. You're not hitting the ball real long. You've got to, you're missing it a little bit. And obviously you need to practice on accuracy and hitting the ball square. And that comes with practicing the swing. But I've known Sam for a long time, and I knew he had this core pump machine. And I said, Sam, I know that I need to strengthen my core. I read Golf Magazine like it's going out of style. And any time you pick up a Golf Magazine or a Golf Digest or you watch the Golf Channel or do an instruction, they're always talking about strengthen your core to strengthen your game. And that's where the swing comes from. And so I said, Sam, I'll tell you what, I'm going to do, I will commit to a 90-day program on the core pump. I'll come down to your office right there behind the PGA Superstore on Shea in the 101 in Scottsdale. I'll come in 3 times a week. That's the much time I have for. I'll jump on that core pump for 20 to 30 minutes. That's all I got. And I'll tell you what, I'll commit 90 days, and I'll see if we can prove a theory that 90 minutes a week for 90 days will add 30 yards to your drive. And I've been on that thing. I've been working out with Sam for 90 days. I started in the beginning of March. We're down to the beginning of June, 90 days later. And I can tell you from statistical proof that my driver club head speed before I started the 90 days was averaging out at 105 to 106 miles an hour on my regular swing. In the last 90 days, I have not taken any swing lessons. I've not changed my swing. But right now I'm averaging 116 miles an hour. And I can tell you that the 11-mile-an-hour addition to my driver swing, and that's with the same shaft, same weighted club, has added at least 30 yards to my drive. I was typically hitting the ball 270, 280, maybe topped out. And I just played a round of golf in Yucaipa Valley with my cousin on Sunday. And I mean, he was kind of, it was funny at first, but then he just couldn't believe how many drives I was just hitting over 300 yards. I mean, I couldn't believe it either. And not only that, but my pitching wedge club head speed has gone from a 77 mile an hour average to over 90. I'm hitting 6-iron, 210 yards, where I used to hit it to 180 yards. So I'll tell you what, it is absolutely 100% the real deal. I've done no other strength conditioning other than 30 minutes a day for 3 days a week on the core pump. I've done no other swing training, and with the golf swing, and just by having a stronger quads, stronger lower body, much stronger core. I mean, my lats. Sam will tell you, my lateral muscles from my shoulders down to my waist are far stronger and more noticeable than they ever have been.
Oh.
And also at the same time, I've lost about 6 pounds too by not changing my diet.
Well, that's awesome. But I wanted to also keep you on, but also ask Sam. You know, we have women, we have younger people that also like to do, that play golf, and also we have a lot of older people that do. Listening to, Roland and everything, these are all wonderful, wonderful statistics and what has happened for you for your game. Sam, what is the youngest? Can the youngest person be on that core pump? Does it matter?
I've had, just for fun, I've had people that were like 7, 8 years old on it. But in reality, when someone really should be worrying about strengthening their core and everything else, I would say about 12 years old when you really start, kind of butting into that, that permanent person. So I actually have a brand new, front desk person at the office. Her name is Maddie, and she basically has accepted my challenge for her to lead the youngsters over the summertime to train and to get into shape over the summertime. So she's actually starting her own little Instagram thing where she's going to do an exercise of the day and a nutritional tip of the day, and she's going to be doing it on the core pump machine.
All that information on the website?
We just started it today, so it will be. She is one of those funny. She is a funny person. So,
well, I'll tell you what. We will give out that. It's corepump.com. That's easy for everybody to remember. What about the older people, though, Sam? What about the older people?
Yeah. So really, the kind of the specific person that I had in mind when I originally invented this machine was for the older generation, just because there's no stress or no compression on the joints. It actually gives you traction while you lift, and so it was really geared for someone more, that doesn't want to wear down their joints and compress the spine.
So, Roland, real quickly, when you were on it, what did it feel like afterwards? Because a lot of people, when, after we've worked out, it hurts so much. Go ahead real quickly.
Well, I'll tell you what, it feels great. I mean, the longer you're on it, the more you want to do it. But the thing is that I came in there, I've known Sam for a long time, and I said, I'll tell you what, Sam, people will do anything to gain yardage in golf. And what you've created is something that not only gains yardage on the golf game, is just as people think they're going to get from buying a new club or whatever they're going to do, but you're going to gain overall health,
20,
overall endurance that I've experienced in my own life. And I'll tell you, I've been waiting for this thing since I started it. I knew it. I could feel it. And I cannot wait. He's right around the corner. And being able to purchase one right now, I am the very first person on the waiting list. If you're a golfer, if you want to improve your golf game, you need to buy one of these machines. I would pay $5,000 for it, Sam. If you have it less than that, I'll take 2.
The number is area code 480-625-3100.